These are the pictures that you see on your screen about the clashes and fighting between two groups. They are not a gangs, robbers, and not any dog street fights. They are elected MPs from the so-called democratic government. Yeah, you guessed right. These visuals are all from the Maldivian Parliament. The members who are fighting are assaulting each other with punches and kicks. It is depicted as World Heavy Championship is going on here. Basically, on January 28, 2024, the Maldivian Parliament planned to vote for Mohamed Muizzu's cabinet ministers. He is the same person who was involved in India Out campaign during their presidential election and also responsible for damaging India-Maldives relations. However, what happened was, in order to fill vacant posts in ministerial portfolios, the ruling party had to choose members from their party to form a cabinet ministry. When it comes to the formation of the cabinet ministry, the majority party's candidates, some of whom are chosen as a member of cabinet ministries. Just like in India, where we have a separate ministry for separate portfolios. But at the same time, the opinion need to be taken from the second largest group of parliament, which means the opposition party of Maldives. However, the opinion of opposition parties is not extensively taken under consideration, but still their suggestion matters and the presiding officer of the house need to listen to their concern. But this case was not held here. The ruling party of Maldives suppressed opinion view and conducted voting for those 4 members who are going to become part of the cabinet ministry. Then what happened was, the opposition party made serious allegations on those 4 MPs. They said they were not fulfilling the required qualification. They were found with the pro-China agenda and they had some personal economic benefits from China. So allocating ministry portfolio to them decreased the value of the democratic institution of Maldives. The situation worsened when some members of the Democratic Party jumped on the parliament speaker's seat to stop the parliament process, and a hand-to-hand fight broke out with members of Mohamed Muizzu's party, that is People National Congress of Maldivian. Adding to this, the impeachment process is also initiated against Mohamed Moizzu, which is highlighted in the global media extensively with funny remarks. This incident backs with the previous 3 events in the last month. First is the 8th of Jan 2024, the deteriorated comments on the Indian Prime Minister visits to Lakshadweep and warning to India to remove their troops till March 12. Second is 5 days of the suspicious visit of Maldivian President Mohamed Muizzu in Beijing. This was just after bad behavior with India. Then third is the Chinese spy vessels Xiangyang Hong 03 docking on one of the Maldivian island, which is considered a threat to India's national security. And now this fighting in parliament on 4 members to become cabinet ministers who have serious allegations of national security breach. It clearly directs toward one country, and that is China. China is trying to manipulate small island nations in the Indian Oceans. So if you have watched till this part of the video, then I am sure it will be easier to digest the next part, and that is what is the election process of Maldives. Then the 2 crucial elections in March 2024 and September 2023. And lastly, if one election was held in September, then why Maldivian Parliament conduct a second election on 17 March 2024? And why Mohamed Muizzu issued a warning to India to remove their troops before the 15th of March? Maldives is an island nation state located in the Indian Ocean, south of India, and considered a Muslim majority democratic country. In 1965, when Maldives became independent from the British colony, it decided to be a presidential form of government unlike India's parliamentary form of government. The reason is that the country has a smaller population, so it is a more convenient to have presidential form of government like Israel and the USA instead of parliament. In all this, for their unicameral legislature, elections are held every 5 years. Within this, elections for president are held separately, where political parties suggest their candidates for presidential nominees. Out of all Maldivian parties, there are 3 major parties in Maldives. For the sake of understanding, I am grouping these 3 parties to understanding Maldivian state politics. First is the Maldivian Democratic Party, which is the largest opposition party right now. Second is 2 coalition parties. One is the People National Congress and another is the Progressive Party of Maldives. Since the last 2019 election was held, the Maldivian Democratic Party is in the majority, and this remained till 28th of December 2023, when 13 members of MDR left and joined the People National Congress, which is the party of the president. Now, out of the total 93 seats, 62 seats are required to win a supermajority in the election. Presently, Mohamed Muizzu is in coalition government with the Progressive Party of Maldives and believed to have a supermajority in parliament after the 17th of March 2024 elections. His party coming in the majority in Maldivian Parliament. Then, rules and regulations become easier to form according to him. And interestingly, he hates India badly and persisted in pro-China stance. So that's why he gave advance warning to India to remove their troops from Maldives due to ongoing tensions with India. This is all about the Maldivian Parliament elections. Now look at how Mohamed Moizzu became president of Maldives. Just like a parliament elections, the presidential elections is similarly held every 5 years in Maldives. When last year, in September 2023, the presidential election was held, he put forward a narrative stating that the present-day government is pro-India and they will go on to sell everything to India, making us a vassal state because our president is highly corrupted. Please vote for me. I will save our nations and run India out campaigns throughout their rallies. This was the only agenda he kept in their manifesto, and somehow he won the presidential election with 54% of the vote in September 2023.